Hello, welcome to Seafoam Isles Draft League Season 3. Before Game 8. End of Week 4, really. It's been an extra long week for Christmas. And matchups have already been released, but not really relevant. No games have been played yet. So, this is our last match of this week. And it's between two really good coaches that I'm excited to watch. Benji, coach of the New York Garbodors, and Reich, coach of New York Pingdras. Or not New York Pingdras, Discord Pingdras. I'm tired. I've been really tired for a couple of days now, but whatever. Mega Pokemon in this matchup are the following. I don't think either of them brought their Megas. Mega Lopunny not coming, and for Benji, Mega Gallade is also not coming. So yeah, no Megas. Any for Alligator is here. No Z Attack Typhlosion. And as for Reich, Z Attack Tornadus is here. Grand Bull still has yet to make an appearance. So, first impressions are webs are going to be kind of annoying, but webs will be just kind of annoying in general because of Blaziken and Excadrill kind of wanting to punch holes in the team, especially Blaziken looking really poised to do some real damage. The only issue is Scarf Darm, and if webs are up for Alligator, could become hugely problematic. Same with Kyurem. Because of that Scarf, or the choice specs, Blaziken has no way to outspeed them with webs up, which is really, really, really hard for Reich to deal with, because that offense is really overpowering. And as for the rest of the team, Blaziken looks like the major threat here. For Benji, Kyurem looks disgusting. Choice specs, Freeze Dry kills 5 of 6 Pokemon. And if webs are up, Metagross is under huge pressure to deal with Torterra, to deal with Celesteela, to deal with for Alligator, even getting parried by Galvantula would be terrible for him, or Reich. So Kyurem is absolutely monstrous in this matchup with Specs Freeze Dry. It's just murder. And then on the flip side, Blaziken is the major offensive threat. Defensively, Celesteela looks really obnoxious because only realistically one Pokemon unboosted can handle it. Rotom can as well, I suppose, though I'm not sure how offensive it's going to be. It seemed to have taken a supportive role in the last few weeks. But boosting is required to really bust through Celesteela in this game, I feel like. But yeah, webs will be interesting to see how Reich plays. I can't really say stuff about leads because it's mostly, I think, about counter leading, not just picking the best lead in general here. So I think Tree was sent out as an answer to Rotom, and Reich just answered the answer. Though if Benji went for the raw Galvantula versus the Rotom, I think that would have been perfectly fine. Because, they would have been able to just set webs and then start hitting Rotom until Rotom eventually submitted or tried to kill it. Rotom could run Defog since it's slower, but Rotom would have to Toxic, and it would be a mess, really. I think Galvantula would have been a fine lead if it wanted to set webs. I'm not sure if it's a webber, even entirely, though it's likely. Considering it's a sand team, I think there is actually a decent shot that Galvantula is Life Orb. Now that I'm looking at it, because Life Orb, Bug Buzz, and Thunder would really bring some pain to everything not named Excadrill. So in comes Celesteela. Oh wow, Celestial is getting born? No way. But new turn 3%, Blaziken. Nope. Rotom. Rotom's probably just gonna hard volt switch for momentum. The only thing is Tree can come in. But also, Tree getting burned is kind of a death sentence, I would say. Or not a death sentence for the game, just a death sentence for Tree. So I think Volt Switch is a pretty free play. Especially because Rotom could be packing HP Ice, which would really destroy Torterra. And on every level, it would be really rough for it. Let's see. Maybe, actually, Kyurem wouldn't be a terrible play, because it would be free Freeze Dry, but without Webs Up, letting Metagross in for free is kind of risky, in my opinion. Though I guess Torterra can kind of come in on it, and let it, as long as it doesn't have Ice Punch, which I'm not sure. It might not. I don't think Metagross specifically prepared for Torterra, or would. Nasty Plot goes up though, so Rotom's looking really threatening. A HP Ice will just murder Torterra. I wonder what it is. Maybe it's gonna have Shadow Ball, and that's gonna do like 80-ish. I don't suspect Torterra will be one-hit KO'd by Rotom is the only thing. So it's gonna want to be careful unless it's packing that HP Ice. How do you do in Benji's position here? Because there's no Ghost Resist now that I'm looking at it. The Ghost Resists are not in this game. Does Benji even have... What are Benji's Ghost Resists? Oh. Benji's Ghost Resists don't exist. Well, Benji, I recommend getting Komala instead of Hakamoa, or whoever, or Bronzor. Really, just get Komala. Because that solves their removal problem, solves this ghost issue, because, yeah, Rotom is free to click Shadow Ball with an impunity right now. There's no Dark or Normal on the team. But that's a straight switch into Affogato. Doesn't go for the Shadow Ball, probably because it doesn't kill, and Benji has run AV Torterra in the past before. Haven't really been able to probe up until this point to check for AV, but in the future I think Rotom would be really nasty, because now Torterra is pretty much clarified with leftovers that it has leftovers. But now it's time to be really careful for Benji, because if Rotom gets another boost, something is going to have to take the fall, because the only thing surviving a +2 Shadow Ball twice, like in 2 hits, is probably Celesteela, and Celesteela is not living at Thunderbolt, so this is pretty rough. Or pretty rough looking, not pretty rough, since Benji did manage to force it out. U-turn. 39. Wow. Wow. That did so much. What the? What the hell? That did so much damage. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's crazy though. Benji's still pretty healthy. But what's Wright gonna do? Probably Blaziken. Blaziken's gonna kill something for pretty much free, I think, right here. Maybe just gonna U-turn. I can't really say. But either way, something's gonna happen here. Pretty important. U-turn. Does it? What? Less damage by Blaziken than Tornadus. Levitate immunity coming in there. I'm not sure. Does Rotom go for Shadow Ball? There's some chip going around right now. And Blaziken appears to be boots. Right? Oh, wait, no. That's not revealed. Rocks went up after it switched in. Tree is kind of, I feel like, getting dumped here. Like, it just stuck around on that U-turn and took 33%, and it didn't care. Will an unboosted Shadow Ball kill from 36 is the major question of the hour for the game. Because nothing has taken chip, save for Torterra thus far. And Torterra's done a nice job kind of wearing down Tornadus, which is pretty good news, especially since the rest of the team, yeah, pretty much, yeah, everything except for Tornadus is slower than Garm and Kyurem. So there's no, yeah, and getting the insurance as well of not being able to get Prankster Thunderwave is really big. But Rotom's looking really solid in this position, as long as it's actually able to do 36. Not quite able. Synthesis is going to bring it back up to 53%. Tree is doing some real damage right here. That was probably a roll, but Benji's probable random Spadef investment is coming in clutch. Blaziken switches in on Woodhammer. 48%. Now, Blaziken has no option other than to click a fire move here, so I think going into Feraligatr, yeah. Flamethrower does not do much. Feraligatr is pretty... Would it survive Focus Blast? Is the question. Focus Blast is what? 1.3 times stronger than Flamethrower, and it does double. It would live. So, it has not been proven what item this is yet. But, from what we know, Feraligatr is pretty scary in this position, especially because it's Z-Any. That's terrifying. If this gets up for Dragon Dance and then crunches, or Z-Dark Slowking, that's bad. That's actually terrible news. I wonder what's going to happen. Because that's really actually interesting. I forgot about that. Nothing will live a Z-Crunch here. Everything will die. Well, maybe not Excadrill, but Excadrill will die to a subsequent Aqua Jet. So that's really, really, really tough. Well, pretty much everything will die to a subsequent Aqua Jet if it managed to miraculously survive. So Thermidor needs to be really careful here and choose if it wants to go for a Scald. Very, very carefully, because this is very important if Feraligatr... Oh wait, it can't be Z-Dark, but a Sheer Force Crunch will still be absolutely disgusting. I think that's a pretty free kill from potentially 18, or what, 18... times 4, pretty much. Well, Liquidation's 85, Crunch is base 80, but it would be 42 and a half. Well, boosted by Stab. Dragon Dance on Teleport. Uh-oh. That's not great. A Crunch here will definitely kill everything on the team now. So, what's going to choose to challenge this? This is going to be fancy. A Crunch here will suck pretty much every day of the week. Choice Scarf Rotom is really the only switch in now. or revenge option. Feraligator's terrifying right now. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty sure everybody forgot about Xenoos. I haven't seen one, so nobody's prepping for them. But if this was Z-Dark, oh my lord, this would be the worst possible position to be in. If I were Reich, I would be like, oh no, because Rotom is Rotom could still be Colbur, I suppose. I don't know if it lives a +1 liquidation from here though. It can't be Choice Scarfed because it's revealed Nasty Plot. So, unless that was unintentional, this is a free T-Wave. The only thing is Galvantula comes in. Oh, that's a U-turn into Slowking. What do we see? Ice Punch. Not a whole lot of damage there. Okay, well now we know it's not going to be rocking that T-Wave, probably, which is not great considering the situation we're seeing right now. I would be surprised if Feraligator had not packed at all for Slowking. That would be really... Oh yeah, it's Colbur. 37 on the Reflect. That's still dead. Watch this. Slack off. That's a really dangerous line to play on. Facing down a +2 for Alligator here is really, really bad, I think. And Reflect is going down pretty darn fast. Slowking needs to get the heck out of here. The only problem is if Reflect is not enough. Because this is another free boost, I think. Maybe not. This is terrifying. This is still hella dead to Crunch though, right? No, not quite. And it's able to take out Florida Gator. That was a double Colbur. But damn, for Alligator. That was super deadly. And down goes Slowking. Ice Beam is now a viable alternative to Freeze Dry to kill everyone. Especially if it's Choice Scarfed. This guy is something is in trouble. Except for Metagross, I guess. That can definitely survive. Torterra being alive is kind of obnoxious for it, though. This is a really interesting match, I'd say. Double Colbur. Really scared of this guy. The only thing is, if it was Z-Dark, oh my god, it would have ended the game. But holy cow, man. That would have been really tough for Wright to get out of. Well, yeah, Life Orb Crunch against... Yeah, Life Orb Crunch. I mean, if he went for Liquidation, it probably would have killed, to be honest. I think it actually would have. There was no Liquidation insurance. Oh my god. Now looking at it, it's like, oh, such an obvious play to go for Crunch, but Liquidation would have killed. Holy crap. I'll save that for after. I don't want to put that up right now. Because I don't want him to be like, oh crap, I could have just won right there. Because he needs to keep his head in the game. It's still not a done deal. In fact, it's quite the opposite with Metagross still at full. As well as Excadrill also being at full. So, this is anything but over yet. But I think there's a chance that Liquidation would have just ended the game right there. Though I can't be completely sure. That crunched it so much. It's not leftovers. Actually, I could probably calc in the time that Reich determines his next move. Oh, it's bulky Cure. Pressure Cure. Oi. Shadow Bolt does not pop sub. Oh no. Oh no. That's not great. Oh, stuff is happening. The sub broke, and Rotom died. I think that's a free Iron Head from Excadrill, but it's not like there's a complete void of switch-ins to Excadrill right now. Mainly Celesteela, who's pretty healthy. Incline Celesteela on Rapid Spin. This Flamethrower is going to burn pretty bad on any remaining Pokemon, save for maybe Blaziken, but I don't know if Blaziken's really comfortable switching into a potential Earthquake. Rapid Spin's going to remove this, but what is Excadrill going to do? This could just sub up and really just suck in general. Air Slash, 16%. What's Celesteela gonna do? Yeah, Liquidation killed through Reflect. Very easily, in fact. It was like a 30% shift from +2 for Alligator to just absolutely blitz this team with Liquidation. I think, yeah, but to be fair, pretty much anyone in their right mind clicks Crunch there, even though Liquidation is actually the better option considering Colbert. Resist Berries have been really prominent this season, or at least they have, because I've been using them, so it seems pretty prominent to me, but I can't really vouch for everyone. I'm fairly certain that this is going to U-turn, because it knows that it's exerting pressure. Yeah, so hard switch into Tree. What's Tree gonna do? Synthesize, probably? Potential Synthesis right here, I suppose, is really bad. I don't know if it's necessarily terrible, especially if it's Ice Punch, but I don't know. I can't say for certain that Metagross has Ice Punch, and I'm pretty freaking certain that Metagross is going to try and get out of here, because Earthquake might actually even... I would say Earthquake has a pretty solid shot of killing up straight up at 84. because Torterra has no slouch in terms of damage, but I think because of the potential for Ice Punch, Benji's going to want to be careful. The only thing is, yeah, I do suppose that Torterra is not incredibly useful against half the remaining Pokemon on Reg's team. So, that's just really something I think Benji's just going to think about. Probably going to sack Torterra. It was meant to happen earlier, I'm pretty sure. It just never did. It never occurred, right? Kept U-turning, expecting the switch. Meteor Mash does a lot. Synthesis. Ooh. That Meteor Mash boost is going to suck now. That might actually be Metagross from here. Potentially. That did a lot of damage. Holy crap. I wasn't expecting that quantity of damage, to be honest. And down goes Guy. He's dead. So, in comes Celesteela. Agility. Okay, well, he basically did just reveal that he is weakness policy. Look, it's weakness policy Metagross. I wonder if Thunder Punch kills. No, it's not Thunder Punch now, since it didn't reveal Ice Punch earlier. Thunder Punch is scratching to a KO, but not really, because it's probably Protect Leech Seed, so it's got 4 more turns alive here. Metagross is really not looking great with the seed up. I can't say for certain that Benji is Protect though. But I think if it is, Celesteela has a solid 2 more turns of not being dead. Which, yeah, equates to pretty bad for Metagross in this position. Metagross being dispatched also could probably just about spell game with Darm existing. Same with Kyurem. The only thing is Kyurem now being left over is not Scarfed. It's pretty dead because Stealth Rocks are up, so it's not a great look. But I can't really say what I think is going to happen. There's still so much to transpire. It's only turn 28, and yeah, not great for Metagross. 16%, that's 32% every protected turn. I think Celesteela might just Air Slash to expedite the process here, because it will kill. It'll get 16% back out of the bag. So I think it's highly dependent on one thing. Okay, so down goes Metagross. Surprisingly, did that just... Okay, that was a really weird rounding thing that I didn't even realize. In comes Choice Scarf Blazuka. Not... I think it's Choice Scarf. Kyurem's gonna die now. Yep. That Flamethrower did surprising amount. I thought Kyurem would live, but nah. No chance. So what's gonna come in now? Does everything just die? Is Darm specifically not Scarfed? That is the question. I think Benji is pretty prone to revealing this type of stuff, but I don't know. This game is still pretty doable, supposing Darm is Scarfed. If it's not Scarfed, I think Blaziken just cleans with Flamethrower against the entirety of the rest of the team. Because Galvantula can't be Sashed and Boots at the same time. So it can't just freely sling webs or kill with Thunderbolt. Unless Galvantula is Scarfed. That would be an interesting turn of events. Scarfed Galvantula. That would be an emergency for Reich. The only thing is he has Excadrill alive still, so Galvantula is still in check. In comes Garm. Is Garm scarfed? Drumroll. Yes. Now the question is, does Torn kill? If not, that's pretty much it. Because I'm pretty sure both the last Pokemon are pretty scarfed. We'll see. Does Darm... That did so much, by the way. That did 85. This might be Choice Banded. I think Benji might have been suspecting webs to have gone up because that did so much. I think this is Choice Band. I'm confident in Choice Band, actually. Heat Wave will kill. If Heat Wave misses, or if Hurricane misses, that's not great. In comes Celesteela on knock. 18%, just enough to kill. Oh my god. I think, yeah, Celesteela is fine to let die here, because Benji revealed that this was scarfed, so letting it... Oh wait, it's not dead. Oh no, it's not dead. I forgot. Knockoff is gonna lose that power. So it's going to live on like 5. Not 5, like, what? 4% or something. Oh my god. That's not good. Does Air Slash connect? If Air Slash connects, that's really, really bad. If Garm is not scarfed, it still has not been determined to be scarfed. That's... Hold on. How did it do 85%? Like, let me see this. Defense plus speed. Ice Punch doesn't do 85. How did it do 85? What? It's like, Adamant doesn't even do that much. Something is going. Something weird is happening right now. I don't... How did it do 85? It just doesn't do that much. It's not +1. That's just not natural. Boom. Goodbye, Affogato. Is Darmanitan or Galvantula scarfed? Let's... I think Blaziken would have died in that slam. Is it Scarfed? Oh, no shot. It did 85. How did it do 85%? This is going to kill me. I'm going to die. Oh my god. I'm going to die. What? How did it do 85%? There's no way. Ah, whatever. See you next week.